So this is new to my eyes. Maybe I've just overlooked it, but this thing, let me lift my bike up here. This thing here has been here since June 2020, and it's basically a map of the river, and it reminded me of something my buddy Nick and I were talking about, and it was exploring this area called Riverbend, and maybe I'll overlay that with a shot of the map. But part of this from the Friends of the Mahoning River, our living river, quote from Jacques Cousteau, we forget that the water cycle and our life cycle are one. It talks about how 254,000 gallons of water per minute, and that's taken over a 33-year median average, flows through this area. It's a mosaic of the river. There's a QR code. I don't know, maybe you could scan a screen on that from this video. Yeah, basically all the way to the Gulf of Mexico, evaporating and recycling back in the water, feeding plants and insects and fish and even us. But another thing that I do remember, or that has been here as long as I can remember, is this abandoned fitness trail. That's what these blue posts are. It starts here. And I'll cut this video up, streamline it. Yeah, this is the Healthline check-in station here. Put the kickstand down. And it goes over target fitness zones, maximum heart rates for age groups. This has been here since 1985. Pretty well preserved, all things considered. Welcomes you to it, tells you how to execute it, not to go beyond your limits. Ask your doctor before engaging in fitness. Anyway, you start here, then you go along this trail. There's nothing at this point for me to reference on what was here at some given time. And this station here, at one point in time, it had a balance beam. It tells you what pace to conduct it at. But stand on the beam with arms outstretched. Walk forward to the end of the beam without touching the ground. Do not turn around. Walk backwards to the starting point. And this is to help increase your balance. Infrequent users repeat 3 times at a walking pace. Frequent users repeat 4 times. Oh, pace to next exercise as you walk. And then frequent users you jog. There's not a whole lot of area to jog to, because the next point is just a stretch, a toe touch. Infrequent users hold for 20 seconds and then walk to your next exercise. Frequent users hold for 45 seconds, jog to your next exercise. Now, where's the next exercise? I will show you. I have to dismount. It is here, and it is quite subdued and reclaimed by the earth, because I can't even see the rest or the bottom of it. Maybe if I were to dislodge it and lift it, that would take quite an effort. But apparently it is a static, looks like a lunge. And then you continue down this trail along along the river. And that's where we're gonna go. You going down the trail?
No, you go ahead.
I appreciate that. Little boat launch for kayaking. Yep. After your balance check and some static stretches and a light jog down this trail, you eventually come to another exercise point. Noted by these blue markers. And this one is ransacked and overgrown. Then you would continue down this trail. And you would reach your next exercise point, to which I cannot conclude what the exercise was. And then you would continue down the trail. I think the only thing that uses this trail is deer, maybe some other animals. It is washed out and very loose there. And here, there once was a tree. I've not seen or readily identified any of those blue exercise station markers. Ah, here's one. And whatever station was here is once again no longer. This is behind the B&O station, a subject of a video that I had previously shot. There's another exercise station. Again, unidentifiable what the exercise was or would have been. And I do not know how much further those exercises continue, but I do know that this area is a boat launch and fishing area. And there's also markers for law enforcement gun ranges. As well as a direction up and down the river, Lowville 9 miles heading east, Girard 5.5 miles heading west, and Struthers 5 miles or 4.9 heading east again. Off in the distance there, don't know if you can see it, is YSU Stadium, right about yonder. You have this abandoned railway bridge. Maybe I'll walk out to the end of that just to survey it. I believe that is Smile, you're on camera. I believe that's more of an integrity check, because I've yet to identify any cameras in this area. This is the city waterworks. The City of Youngstown Water Department. Again, the city waterworks. Can't really see it much for the sun, but a building that is undeniable in its majesty, harkening back to a time where even industry had an art to it. I've reviewed the City of Youngstown Water Department. It's garnered a lot of attention. And this old abandoned bridge. Shit. Seems to be sturdy enough. Someone else has ridden their bike through here. I don't know what's on the other side of this. I have transitioned through this dam works here, paddling upstream in the past. Between the razor wire and the fence work and the no trespassing sign, this seems to be about the limit of my advance on this. But I can go around because I know where that street is. GoPro, stop recording. This is the old Phantom fireworks outlet. Defunct. Has become a homeless encampment. Guys, there one ball too much. This is Diamond Sparkler Company from the BJ Allen Corporation. Diamond Sparklers is the only manufacturer of sparklers that I know of in the United States. This is the Riverbend Business Park that I'm about to enter, and these are all the businesses that are here, to include the Russo Sausage and the Dominion East Ohio Gas Company. All right, as you can see, that was the bridge I was on the other side of. Had to go through downtown to get to this point. To recock the adventure. Seems that all this has become is a dump site with the disturbing amount of children-sized boots. And I'll take this access road along the tracks, so long as nobody stops me. The bridge running north-south above this part of the tracks going east-west is the one that was demoed, that leads back to the B&O. This beaten down area looks to be where somebody may have turned around a vehicle, maybe doing some little off-roading, little drinking, little fighting, little fornicating, maybe even just service to these high tension wires. I think I want to go continue this way. Here are some rail lines that are in definite current use. Shout out to Matt Klein. And down below me, towards the river itself, it's kind of a bare spot. Looks like some four-wheel action maybe down through there. Yeah. So do I commit to crossing, or do I double back and go underneath? I think I'll go underneath. Okay. Wondered if the last time this was driven through was to drop this trailer off. Park the bike here. Take a peek. Empty. Yeah, I'm not seeing your average signs of life, like bags of chips and cans of beer, etc. Empty. Closed, likely empty, likely empty. Yeah, this probably wouldn't be a bad place to organize a good old-fashioned suck and fuck. Hell yeah. Put a little sign depicting what kind of orgy activities inside. This clearing, it's got enough trees to string a hammock. Some deer scat. And I'll bet this area's been trudged and chomped down by deer on their way to the river to go get some water. Oh, the burrs. the big ones. Probably just let them accumulate and pick them off at the end. There's a lot of them going down this way. Let's see if we get a picture of all the birds I'm covered in. Or a video rather. Dry rod. There's a brick. Yeah, all that trudging seems to have covered me in about what feels like 10 pounds of burrs. Get them off before they eat into my skin. GoPro, stop recording. So this is truly where the river doth bend. And this place that I came through is so aptly named. This is where the Mahoning River confluences with the spill from Glacier Lake. That bridge right there leads into the park. I want to say that's Todd Avenue. And then above it is Mahoning Avenue. And then in the way background is 680. This confluence presents a rather unique challenge when kayaking upstream, where the river is deep enough to get a boat through. It's usually too swift depending on the time of year and the rate of flow, and it'll definitely gash you. And then as evidenced by some of the ripples, there are places right now where it's only about 4 inches deep and you would be dragging the bottom. But I hope this satisfies your curiosity, Nick. It more than satisfied mine. It would appear that I'm not the only person trudging down in these parts. I'll probably have to zoom in. But there are some kids on the other side who were skateboarding earlier who decided to come down and take a peek at the falls. This here should provide some evidence. A Pop Top 7-Up can. The Uncola. Cannot exactly tell what era this is from. But yeah, that should elicit some idea once again of when this was probably last traversed, at least by somebody drinking 7-Up. Oh, I spy with my little eye water and beer. Just totally out in the open, really. Wouldn't take anything to climb this fence. Still be obscured from view. I don't see any surveillance, at least nothing that would well, over there's a couple, but even if they could see over to say this point here, you'd be relatively obscured by those bushes and able to go right into that beer tent, pilfer it, if one so desired, to which I don't. Other than maybe to prove a point, but you know, what's the point? I can still beer. GoPro, stop recording.